And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, you hit them with the call to action, right? You hit them with now you hit them with the take the next step to speak with me. And the truth is that at this point, and I'm going to go through this full VSL for you one more time. Not only at this point, they have essentially bought into the entire offer. If they got on a call with you in the next 10 minutes, they would be selling themselves on why they need to buy your stuff. Okay, that's really where you want your people to get on. If you get on and somebody says, let's say you get on a sales call with somebody and they said, yeah, who are you and what do you do? Get off that call, send them the video sales letter, because that's all covered in that. And it's all covered way better than if you try to cover it on a sales call, okay? Because this has the graphics, this has the illustrations, especially if you're not taking the sales call, right? So that's why you always want some kind of qualification process to make sure this person has that pain, urgency, and understands what your offer is about in the first place. So the final step is the price and call to action. And this is where I say price and call to action because, you know, if you're watching this video and you're trying to create a video sales letter for a product that's less than $2,000, you could go straight to the price right here. Because at this point, if you do this full value stack, you could say this is all worth $24,000. And I'm not even going to charge you $12,000 if you say yes today. I'm not going to charge you $6,000 if you say yes today. I'm not even going to charge you $3,000 if you say yes today. And believe it or not, I'm not even going to charge you $1,500 to say yes today. You can get everything that I talked about today for one low payment of $997, right? That's pretty hard to beat if you make it. Now, the thing is that's only if it's less than $2,000. If it's greater than $2,000, then you're almost always going to need some kind of sales call because that's a decent amount of money for someone to part with. And as good as your video sales letter is, they probably have more questions, more like offer implication questions, meaning how does this specifically apply to me because I have kids, I'm lactose intolerant, I'm insert XYZ reason here. And so that's when you would make, instead of dropping the price and a button to buy, you would drop the call to action to, hey, go down below, book a call to speak to myself and one of my team members. And that way you can get them on the call and they've consumed all this stuff here. And you better believe that if they've watched this full video sales letter, that they're going to be buying. And a great test when you get on a call with somebody, a great test of whether they've watched the video sales letter or not is you say, so what brought you on this call? They're going to say word for word, your unique mechanism or the pain point that you said in the very beginning. If they don't say that, it means they haven't watched the video sales letter. But if they come on and they say, yeah, when you talked about the leptin reset pathway, it clicked in my mind. I knew immediately this is the reason why I haven't been losing the weight that I need to. And you're just going to be smiling. You're going to be grinning. You're going to be thanking Ravi Abuvala because this person's coming in and they've watched the full video sales letter. And it's going to be a slam dunk close. Okay. If they come in and they go, yeah, I think like I want to lose weight. Well, you could probe a little bit deeper and see like if they've actually watched the video or not, but most of the time they haven't. And so you really want to guide them back to the video. And another quick word on this as well is what a lot of people will do is they will try to break up the video sales letter into multiple different areas and have them watch, like, let's say they book a call, they send them 40 video testimonials and case studies after they book the call. And that's because they didn't do it before they booked the call. And so you want to, if you can condense this all down into one video, and let's say it's 8 to 12 minutes long, then you don't need to send them 50 videos. They can just watch one video.
If you want my help installing any of these systems in your business done for you, be sure to book a call with my team down below.